Hello, Delta in this video. Today's Delta Ludicolo. Before I get into that, I have a little bit to explain about. You see his damage calc right now. That is because I have been working on the custom damage calc for the past few days or something like that, and I've been busy before that too, which is why this is now and not a few days back. Um, but basically, I added a functionality of nearly every custom ability, darkness as well. As you can see here, the the moves. This is Tornado Stereo. I gave it just because it doesn't actually get Shadow Ball or Dazzling Gleam. It doesn't actually matter. That's not the point of it. Wait, I give it Hurricane as well. Um, as you can see, Hurricane doesn't do damage. That's because there's Wind Force. Uh, don't mind that it doesn't have the fighting type. That's just so these do the same damage. You can easily see that if I turn up Darkness, the Dazzling Gleam does less damage, and Dark Pulse and Shadow Ball do more damage. The boosts are correct. I made sure all of that is correct. Sleet works properly, like 10.2% chance to KO after sleep damage. You need to get like that over 40% roll twice, which makes sense. It's accurate. It's all accurate and it's great. I really like it. But basically what I'm working on now is Venus. This is the only one that currently works. Is custom sets on the damage calc. Works perfectly. Like you see, it's a Calm Mind set, Calm Mind, Moonlight, Psychic, Moonlight. They're mostly similar to the videos I make on them, but updated and changed a little bit around. Like maybe I disagree with what I did before, so I can change that. So yeah, basically I just look at all the sets and I just update them if necessary, and if not, I just basically copy paste them. And I have like a whole document that auto generates the code. It's a mess too. It's not nice code to work with at all, but hey, it works, so I'm not gonna question it too much. Like I think I made this thing more fizz deficit, especially offensive, and I made like attack IVs to 0. But yeah, the point is this thing it works, and it's gonna eventually work for everything. That it's really easy to use with deltas, that you don't have to go to like the regular calc and like regular Bishop, but like change the typing and change the moves to have like an accurate thing, because it's more of a pain to like give it EVs and to change other things. Might be, but like the abilities are also pretty huge, because those can be quite a pain to update. To like no not to like what's the word? To simulate the abilities to like get an accurate representation of the effects, especially with like darkness is a pain to deal with. Like a lot of the side effects with darkness, they just don't want to work, and I'll look at them later again. But for now, it does the move damage. Like it changes the move damage, and that's good enough. But okay, that's been like three minutes of me talking about the damage calc. Let's get okay here. I'm back. Wow. But yeah, Delta Ludicolo. Its stats are not impressive whatsoever. It's a psychic and water type, which is an equivalent. It's like Bruxish. Anything Bruxish, Stormy, Slowbro, Slowpoke. It's actually quite a common type. But yeah, you know what it does. It's weak to like 5 types: Electric, Grass, Dark, Bug, Ghost, which is okay. It's nothing spectacular. But yeah, looking at the stats, it's like just overall mediocre. Defense stats 80, 70, 100. It's not bad at all. It's actually quite tanky, but like with offensive of 70, 90, and 70, attack, special attack, and speed, like yeah, it's not really impressive. It doesn't do that much. It doesn't do enough damage, but it can live for a bit. But it's not its stats are not spectacular. It doesn't really stand out anything specifically. Um, but looking at its abilities, it has two really good abilities, and then it has Synchronize. It has Magic Bounce, which reflects basically all non-damaging moves. Like Toxic, if you use Toxic against it, it comes back. If you use Taunt against it, it comes back. If you use Whirlwind against it, it comes back. So basically you can only just damage this thing. Basically. So it can be really nice, like if you make it really hard for this to kill this thing, then you can really be annoying with this thing. Like if you can really make it hard to kill this thing, like just without Toxic or anything like that. And Unaware is really good if you want to ignore the opponent, if you like want to deal with like a setup sweeper or break through something that's like really defensively set up. Like just to bypass setup is Unaware is like very nice to have. Synchronize if you get status, the opponent also gets status. I think it only works with paralysis, poison, and burn. But yeah, it's not really the best of the three. It's definitely not the best one. Unaware is like situational, depends on the matchup, and Magic Bounce is generally speaking the best ability because it's like top 10 abilities in the game. And there's not often, there's just no reason not to run it. Some relevant moves he gets nothing too crazy. He gets Skull Mind, which is only for a way of setup, but it's just like that's kind of to be expected there against Skull Mind, but it's definitely usable as a Skull Mind. Mon get screens if you want to set up screens. You could do that, I guess. Heal Bell to heal status from your entire team could function as like a cleric, I guess. But like most of these moves you won't actually use. Like Thunder Wave, you can run Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is actually not bad if you're like unaware and like a setup sweeper hits you, but can 2 kill you. Thunder Wave, you can't actually kill them. Then you Thunder Wave need to slow them down for the rest of your team to be able to revenge it later. But then you're kind of just using a Pokemon that can also, it's not bad, but there's better usage for this thing. Fake Out, it's priority, but it's like a very weak priority. It's not stab, it's like physical. You're not really physical. This thing's physical coverage is pretty bad, so I'm not even gonna cover physical sets. And Trick is like actually kind of cool if you like Choice or something. You can cripple an opposing wall with Trick and give yourself like leftovers or something. Can be quite useful. Which is kind of relevant for the first set, which is like a more offensive set. It's a Scarf set with Choice Scarf, Magic Bounce, Unaware. I'll explain why you might want to run Unaware with this later, but generally speaking, you are Magic Bounce. The Water Spout is the main thing about the set. It gets Water Spout, and that's why I wanted to make a Scarf set, because Scarf Water Spout is the thing, and it's gonna hurt. And its base 70 speed means you outspeed everything that's slower than base 130. Base 130 outspeeds you by 1 point, which is really annoying, but if they don't prep for you, then good outspeed. If you don't run like max speed, you could outspeed them, but you can't really assume that that will happen, but you might want to assume that. It depends on the matchup and all that. Ice Beam deals water resistance on the water type, which is why I put it at like the main moves thing. Trick Scarf, it's a thing. It can be annoying. I said what Trick can do. Psychic, Other Stab, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball deals with water types. One might be better than the other depending on matchup. Scald Surf, Hydro Pump if you don't think Water Spout is enough. If you're afraid that you will get hurt by like hazards and all of that, because hazards will cripple Water Spout significantly. You need to be at 100% HP, otherwise it's really not really worth it. But you have other options. Focus Blast, you also get Aura Sphere, I think, which is like a fine alternative if you don't want to miss. But Focus Blast hits harder, hits dark types, specifically in steel types. Dazzling Gleam also hits dark types, hits dragon types, which resist water. Like it's a decent coverage option. Dark Ball, Shadow Ball it helps with boosting psychic types, but usually Water Spout at max HP will do more than like neutral Water Spout will do more than super effective coverage, basically. So you do have to like take that in mind. So, like coverage is not gonna be that good unless it hits a type that resists water. Or it's not at max HP, at which point I'm not sure what Hydro Pump compared to super effective coverage is. Hydro Pump 1 is Hydro Pump 130? Is Hydro Pump 130? Hydro Pump is 110 times 1.5, that's 65, and 175. Super effective like base 80. That's 160. Hydro Pump is better. Neutral Hydro Pump hits harder than super effective. Base 80 coverage, base 90. Base 90 will be stronger. So like, which of these are base 90? Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast is stronger, and that's kind of it. I think it's it, and Psychic obviously. Your Psychic gets stab as well, so it's obviously gonna be stronger. And Mystical Fire, I just put it on there because just get Mystical Fire is not really the best option because it deals with grass types, but so does Ice Beam, and Ice Beam is stronger, and it also deals Dragon, so like it's bad Ice Beam. And Psyshock in Catalyst could also be used over Psychic, depends really what you're against, what you're fearing, what your opponents are like. But what's the better defense stat, and take advantage of the worst one. So basically what this thing does is just fix Scarf Water Aura Spout. That's the goal of this set. It's just gonna the plan is to outspeed everything and just kill everything. If you don't do that, then this thing did not do its job properly, or it was like outsped or something. Like it's not fast, so most Scarfs are gonna be faster than what base 70. So like it's just what you have to deal with if you're gonna use this thing. As a Scarfer, I have like a second set. I think the second set takes advantage of Magic Bounce a lot better. Like this set is really, like the main answers to this set are checked by Magic Bounce, because you can see like the Calm Mind, like just this thing does not get a recovery, by the way. This thing does not get any recovery besides rest. So if you could, like you can Calm Mind, nothing can taunt you because it gets Magic Bounce. Nothing can encore you because it gets Magic Bounce. Nothing can roar you, whirlwind you. Haze, they can haze you. They can clear smoke you. The clear smoke is an attack. Haze hits both sides, so it doesn't really matter. But that's like literally all they can do to stop you. Besides just killing you, I guess, which is doable because your defense is not great. That's why I put like max HP, max defense on this, because at least try to live physical hits, but there's no guarantee that you'll be able to. But although you're like decently fat, like that's what this is stats. I forgot. It's like it's 80-70. That's like okay. It's not impressive, but it can lift some hits. So you basically have to pray that you can lift some physical hits and not die. Like your weak to knockoff is just a big problem. So like when want to be Gober like a lot of the time, or like Gober or leftovers, like either one. Basically, unless like another berry is better. Depends on the matchup, obviously. Um, Calm Mind Rest. You can run Sleep Talk if you want. You also can run Coverage if you don't want Sleep Talk. Having Sleep Talk though is like a big advantage. But if there is a Dark type on the opposing team, this thing becomes significantly worse, and you kinda are forced into coverage. You could also run, instead of Psyshock Stored Power, you can run coverage. You run Calm Mind Rest Talk, not Psychic type move. Like I've ran it on like a Gothitelle before. It works. Like you run like Energy Ball and Gothitelle instead of like Rest Talk. Calm Mind Energy Ball Gothitelle is actually a set. Because it works. Like that's the problem. It actually works. Um, but yeah. Uh, yeah. You can run Psychic Shock, you can run Stored Power, depends on your preference. Stored Power doesn't break through opposing setup as well. You can run unaware. Wait, I forgot to explain unaware. You can run unaware, but magic bounce is so cool in this set. I forgot to explain unaware. Why would you want unaware in this set? Basically, I came up with this example before I started recording. But like Mega Diancie, if it gets up like 2 gold mines or something and lives whatever hit you want to hit it, move you want to hit it with, then you with unaware you just say I don't care, and I'm gonna hit you anyway for full damage, and then it dies. And that's like the idea behind running unaware. Like you just have to like judge on matchup whether it's gonna be useful or not. But I would generally say magic bounce is the play, generally speaking. Okay, that's what I wanted to say about unaware. Um, so yeah, this is a degenerate set. The degenerate set is basically everything I call like. Oh, then this is not degenerate. Degenerate is cosmic power. This is almost degenerate, but degenerate is cosmic power, or like something like Iron Defense Amnesia that's also degenerate. Like something that sets up basic, like something that's intention is to just not die. Like that's the entire idea of something. That's degenerate in my opinion. Um, but yeah, basically this thing just sits and hopefully wins, and that's why it's here. But yeah, it does struggle with like dark types and everything. It's super effectively, and like any physical attacker and like any strong hit that's physical, especially like stab, super effective. Like a scissor U-turn is gonna do a lot of damage to this thing, and you're not gonna like taking that hit. Like they can just continuously switch in U-turn, switching U-turn. You kind of like do it kill you anyway, no matter what you are. So like that kind of fucks you. So yeah. But yeah, that's Delta Ludicolo. Next is Delta Shift Tree, which is interesting, but not in a good way. I think it's very very one-dimensional, but you'll also see what this is still gonna have. It got one dimension I can talk about. So that's really something. So see y'all next time. Goodbye.